Great. So yesterday we talked about consecutive integers and consecutive integer word problems, right? And the problems that we saw were, it said, find, the sum of 3 consecutive integers is, something, right? And what was integers again? What's the definition of an integer? Yalek?
It's like positive and negative numbers?
Positive and negative numbers. And do they include 0?
Yeah.
Yes. And they're basically whole numbers. They're not going to be fractions. I mean, you can write a whole number as a fraction by putting it over 1, right? But they're numbers that can be written without being a fraction. So they're basically whole numbers, but positive, negative, including 0. Okay? So if we get an answer that's 2/3, we probably got something wrong, right? Or 17 and 4/5. We probably did something wrong if they're asking for integers. It's possible the teacher did something wrong in writing the problem too. I've done that before. But basically, and then what does consecutive mean again? What?
Like continuing.
Like in a row, like right next to each other, right? So 3 consecutive numbers, 17, 18, and 19. 21, 22, 23. 50, 51, 52.
So in even numbers, then they would just all the numbers would have to be even.
Correct. So what would be an example of consecutive even numbers? 3 consecutive even numbers.
2, 4, 6.
2, 4, 6, right? How about 13, 15, and 17? Oh, wait.
21, 22, 24, and 26.
Yeah, okay, good. Awesome. Right? So does it make sense? All right, so let's just kind of play with this for just a second. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. So if let's say our first number was 2, what would our second number be?
4.
It would be 4. How would we write this though as a representation? If the first number is 2, Bo, can you see it? Kind of. If the first number is 2, the second number, what would I have to add to 2? 2 plus what to get 4? 2. All right, and the third number, what would I have to add to 2 to get the third number?
I don't know. 4.
2 plus 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 plus 4 is 6. Okay? So that's assuming my first number is 2. So if it was 3 consecutive integers, it would be 2, 2 plus 2, and 2 plus 4. Now, if it's not a 2, and I don't know what it is, it's no longer a 2. I don't know what it is, so my first number is x. My second number is x plus 2. And my third number is x plus 4. Does that make sense? It's just like what we did yesterday, only instead of x plus 1, and x plus 2, we have to go 2 over to the next even, right? x plus 2 to get to the next even, and then x plus 4 to get to the next even. Does that make sense? You guys see that? Yes, for sure? Am I losing you guys?
Yeah. No.
No? All right, so given that scenario, let's do this. First number. Do we know what the first number is? No. So we're gonna have to make it a variable. We'll make it x. Our second number is what? X plus 2. And our third number is what? X plus 4. Okay, and it says the sum of them. What does that sum mean again?
The answer to addition.
Addition problem, right? So I have to add these things together. So I like to do the vertical method like this. I mean, I could do x plus 2 plus x plus 4, but to me this is so simple. Look at it. How many x's do I have? 3. Notice I was talking about columns and neatness earlier. I have all my x's exactly in the same column. I have all my numbers in the same column. So when I add them together, I have 3 x's plus what?
6.
Equals, that's the sum of 3 consecutive integers, equals 72, right? So now all I have to do is subtract 6, and I have 3x equals 66, right? And then I'm going to divide by 3, and I have x is equal to 22. So what does that mean? They asked this question in
22, 24.
in words, right? So I have to answer it in words. So I would say the
Therefore,
integers are 22,
24,
and then
26.
22 plus 2, which is 24, 22 plus 4, which is 26. So 22, 24, 26. And I put it in a box so that I can find it, so that the teacher can find it. The integers are 22, 24, 26. All right. Does that make sense? Fist of 5. Do you guys get that? Is it clear?
Yeah.
Awesome. That's great. All right. So how about whoops. I did that wrong. Okay. All right. Can I erase?
No.
I won't erase. I will never erase. I
Just a
promise.
basic Gary.
That's evil, Raven.
Oh, I'm Gary.
Can I erase the problem
You
itself?
can erase it all now.
I can?
You're a donut. Go home, you're a donut.
Okay. The sum of 3 consecutive odd integers is 99. Find the integers. Okay. Okay. So now they're talking about consecutive odd numbers. Let's think about that for a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's say our first number was 3. So our first number is 3. Our second number is 3 plus what?
2. 2.
Sorry, what am I doing? 3 plus what? 2, right? Wait, 2, but it says consecutive odd. You'd think you'd be adding an odd number, not an even number.
It doesn't matter.
Oh, it doesn't matter. No matter whether they're asking for consecutive even or consecutive odd, you're still 2 away from the next one. That's odd. Does that make sense? Right? It's this number, it's the x that's going to be odd, not the plus 2. See what I mean? So 3 plus 2, and the third number would be what? 3 plus 4, right?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. Right? You guys see why we're doing it? Adding 2 even with the odds? You see that? Because every 2, if you start on an odd, 2 over is odd, and 4 over is odd, 6 over is odd. If you start on an even, 2 over is even, 2 over is even, 2 over is even. See what I mean? Okay. So you solve even and odds exactly the same way. They're exactly the same. Okay? What? Who's saying I can't raise your hand? Can't tell. What? Oh, Harrison. Shh. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So do we know what these numbers are
No.
yet? No. So our first number
It will be X.
is an x, right? Our second number
X plus 2.
is x plus 2. And our third number,
X plus 4.
x plus 4. What if I had said 4 consecutive integers? What would be my next one?
6. X plus.
X plus 6, right? I'm just I'm just adding 2 to each one, right? Okay, so there we go. And it says the sum of them, so I'm going to add them together. 1, 2, 3, that's 3 x's plus what? 6, right? Equals 99. And hopefully I did this right. Minus 6, that gives me 3x equals 93. Divide by 3, divide by 3. I have x is equal to 31. So then I know my first one is 31. 31 plus 2 is 31, 32, 33. 31 plus 4 is 435, right? So those are my numbers. So I'll just say the integers are 31, 33, 35. And I'm done. It's pretty straightforward. Do you get it? Fist of 5? Does it make sense to you? All right, so quick quiz. Question? 5? Oh, fist of 5. Okay, quick quiz. Okay, Tula. The sum of four numbers, four consecutive even numbers. What would be my first four numbers?
First it'd be x. The first one would be x. The second one would be x plus 2.
Yes.
And then the third one would be x plus
4.
1.
And the fifth one? I mean the fourth one?
Plus 8.
2, well, 6.
6, sorry.
Right, 4 or 6, right? Yeah. All right, Gavin. Sum of two consecutive consecutive odd integers is something. What are my two numbers?
X and then x plus 2, 1.
See, that's why I'm going over this, because think about it. If it's always going to be x and x plus 2, you see what I mean? It's always, the x is what's odd. It's not this number. So when they say consecutive odd, that means you're starting on an odd. The x is the odd. So 2 over will give you the next odd. Like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. See what I'm saying? So you're still going to be adding in even numbers here. It's just that the first number is the odd number. See what I mean? So it'll be the same. X and x plus 2 for that one. Okay, Raven. Okay, three consecutive integers. Not even or not odd. 3 consecutive integers. What would be my?
X plus 1, x plus 2.
Yes. Okay, Micah. 3 consecutive odd numbers.
Where's my math?
So it'd be x.
You said numbers.
Yeah. So consecutive odd means if this was a 3, this would be 3 plus 2 and 3 plus 4. So if we don't know it's a 3, so we're just going to say x. X plus 2, x plus 4, right? Good. All right. Fist of 5, you get it? Awesome. Okay, I'm going to give you the homework and you guys need to get started. Turn this off. Keep forgetting.